So Liza P has had its first major update for the game since its release, and it's changed a lot. So we're gonna basically go over those changes today, and let me know if y'all agree or disagree with them, because I know there's gonna be some in here that a lot of y'all are gonna disagree with. But before we get started, if you guys like this, like and subscribe. I'll be covering Liza P, all its updates and everything, and I'm actually playing through the game right now if you guys want to check that out. Playlist in description. And yeah, also one more thing, I have not beat this game yet, so just keep that in mind while watching this. So let's get started with it. First of all, the thing they just changed, obviously balance changes are going to come, balance changes, bug fixes, those are going to come. So field monster balance changes, they decrease the HP of certain field monsters, increase the chance of breaking some monster stance and the frequency of stagger, blah blah blah, increase the staggerable window time. And that's cool. That's cool. They decrease the HP of all three types of dimensional butterflies, so you won't be chasing the butterfly, I guess, around all the time, just poking it for 10 minutes straight just so it'll die. In my opinion, I'm fine with all that. And they adjusted the rewards for some monsters. They increased the drop rate of moonstone type items, decreased the drop rate of star fragment, increased the drop rate of ergo items, and increased the ergo rewards of certain monsters that appear after Lorenzi's arcade. For that last one, I think I'm at the arcade right now, but they did decrease the drop rate of star fragment, which I don't use specters, to be honest, in this game at all, but I do have a lot of star fragments. I have so many, so I mean, I don't think that that's that bad, but everything else is increased on that part. But here's where we get to the actual, I feel like, divisive part. So the boss monster balance changes. So they decrease the HP of Fallen Archbishop Andreas, which I don't think that boss was that hard. Obviously, yeah, I struggled, but like, you're gonna struggle against in a Souls-like against the boss for the first time until you learn its moves, obviously. I personally don't believe that boss's HP needed to be decreased. I don't think it was that bad to begin with, so I don't think it was needed, but they decreased the HP of that boss. And then here's another one. They decreased the HP of King Puppets in the first phase, at least. Now, this boss I actually beat last night, so it was after the update, and to be honest, its first phase, I really didn't, after a couple tries, I really didn't even struggle with its first phase, so it wasn't too hard. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, though, about that. Some of y'all are going to have to let me know how hard it was, how hard the first phase was before the patch, and let me know in the comments. And tell me if they should have nerfed it or not. But the one that received the most nerfs is Simon Manus. I'm gonna guess that this is the final boss of the game. I think that's who it is, but correct me if I'm wrong. I have not beat the game yet, so just keep that in mind. And they decrease the HP of Simon Manus, Arm of God. They decrease the damage of Simon Manus, the Awakened God, and then they increase the chance to break the stance of Simon Manus, Awakened God. So he received the most nerfs. That boss got nerfed the most. And they overall just increased the Spectre's HP and damage, which I never use Spectres in boss fights. I always just go in by myself and beat the boss by myself. I never use Spectres. I just don't want to. I don't really want to use a Spectre in boss fights, but they increase the overall Spectre. So if you go into Fallen Archbishop Andreas and you get the Spectre as well, you're probably going to dominate that fight. That fight's probably going to be easy at that point. Yeah, that's probably the most divisive change that people are not going to agree with, is that one, right? I don't know. I know it's going to cause some of y'all to be mad, and some of y'all are going to be like, well, that's fine, and I don't know. Just let me know what y'all think in the comments, whether that was good or bad change. And then system changes related to the character progression reset. So they added the feature to reset the character's level, P organ, and Legion arms at the gold coin tree. So I know you could do this later in the game. You could respec your skills, basically, but you had to get to a certain chapter that was pretty late into the game. So I guess they just added it to when you unlock the gold coin tree just a little bit earlier in the game. But I am glad you can respec your skills because for a while there I thought you could not, because I was like not finding anywhere to do it. But you just have to get to a certain point in the game, which is cool. But they just made it easier, basically. As you can see, we're in game right now, so we're gonna check out the golden tree. So yeah, so you're gonna investigate in the reset level. P organs right here, right here. Okay, and you can use this. Required items 1, own items. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. You obtain 7 quartz, and then it costs 4 to reset your P organs. And then to reset your level, it would cost 4 as well. So, yeah, that's basically it. That's the gold coin tree. And now you can respec your skills here, and it costs that much. And then they added characters created after this patch will now receive 8 gold coin fruits instead of 5 for their first harvest. That's, I guess, whatever. Adjusted the required amount of gold coins to reset the character's level, P organ, and Legion arm. So they made it cheaper to reset your levels, basically, to respec your skills. But here we go. Additional changes. Players will now be able to carry more weight for each point spent on capacity. So basically, capacity upgrades more weight. This update pretty much makes the game easier, I guess. I don't know. It just makes the game pretty much just easier. They decreased the weight of amulets that could be purchased with boss ergo. So I guess the wolf dude, he sell the boss amulets or whatever, and you buy those, and I guess they don't weigh as much. So that's cool, I guess. Okay, so here we are at the dude. We're gonna see how much they actually weigh now. So this one weighs 13. I don't know how much it weighed before. This one weighs 9. This one weighs about 10. This one weighs 8. This one weighs 8. So yeah, that's how much they weigh right now. And yeah, those are the weights of the amulets now. Players will now be able to land attacks better when they use Fable Arts to consume 3 or more slots. Include Fable Arts that stack. Apparently, you're just gonna be better at the game, I guess, if you use one move that has 3 or more Fable slots. Last one is successfully performing the Fable Art guard pair will now break the monster stance. This I feel like this is actually kind of a good change. This one, just because I feel like there were some times where I would do the parry and the monster would just eat my attack and he would not care about the parry at all. Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically all the changes that are there. Obviously bug fixes. They have bug fixes right here. I'm not even gonna go through those because there's always bug fixes in an update. But yeah, that's basically all there is. I read this on the Steam page for Liza P because that's what they linked in the tweet. And apparently the update's only available for PC and PlayStation right now. Xbox does not have this update yet. So for the people that are mad that they decreased the boss health and everything like that, you can play it on Xbox right now and beat it real quick before this update comes out and play the original version. But yeah, honestly, overall, I think Liza P was I really feel like Liza P was a really balanced Souls-like. I feel like it was pretty polished. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it was pretty polished and it was pretty balanced and it was pretty fair. But yeah, overall, I think Liza P launched pretty well. I mean, I can't think of anything too much to where I'm like, they need to fix this now. Except obviously like bugs or whatever and stuff like that. But yeah. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all agree with this, let me know. If y'all disagree with this, let me know in the comments. And yeah, appreciate y'all. Subscribe for all content Liza P, because I'm going to be covering this game. And yeah, see you guys next video.